One of the greatest finals ever played. Qatar 2022, France against Argentina. 3-3 after extra time, and the winner was decided by penalties. Italy, a four-time world champion, not even qualifying. Germany, eliminated in the group stage. We feel these as shocks, anomalies. But what if they are not? What if the tournament is specifically designed to produce surprises? Football is the lowest scoring major sport on the planet. 90 minutes of play, just 2.5 goals on average. A single moment of distraction, a misplaced pass, a goalkeeper's fingertip. That is the difference between winning and going home. In a sport with so few goals, small moments can decide everything. But here is what is fascinating. Even inside all that noise, the data shows us clear patterns. First, more goals are scored in the second half than in the first half. Second, World Cup champions share one common trait: an outstanding defense. Here is what the data reveals beneath all the chaos. Let us start with why the World Cup produces so many surprises. 7 games. That is all it takes to become world champion. In statistics, we talk about signal and noise. The signal is the true quality of a team. The noise is everything else. Luck, injuries, a referee's decision, the weather. To reliably separate signal from noise, you need enough data. In the NBA, a team plays 82 regular season games before the playoffs. Given enough games, the best teams usually rise to the top. In the World Cup, you get 7 games. And football makes this even harder. 2.5 goals per game. That is it. Compare that to rugby, where the average match produces around 50 points. Or basketball, where teams score around 100 points each game. The fewer scoring events there are in a match, the more a single moment can flip the entire outcome. A handball in the penalty area, a deflection off a defender's shin. And in a 7-game tournament where matches average 2.5 goals, noise has an enormous amount of power. This is not a flaw in the competition. It is a feature. The unpredictability is precisely what makes the World Cup the most watched sporting event on the planet. Yet despite all this randomness, the data still reveals patterns, and 2 of them appear with remarkable consistency. The first pattern: goals are not evenly distributed across a match. Researchers analyzed 320 matches played in 5 successive FIFA World Cup tournaments. The result was remarkably consistent. 42% of goals were scored in the first half, 56% in the second half. But the most revealing finding was not the difference between halves. It was when those goals were scored. There is one period of the match where the action peaks. The 76th to the 90th minute. 1/4 of all goals are scored in those final 15 minutes alone. This is not a coincidence. There are real structural reasons behind it. Fatigue. As players tire in the second half, defensive shape breaks down, the spaces open up. Substitutions. Coaches bring on fresh legs and change tactics. The game becomes more open. Desperation. Teams that are losing push forward, leaving gaps at the back. As the clock runs down, all of these forces begin to compound, and goals become more likely. What does this mean in practice? If a match is scoreless at halftime, the story is far from over. The data says the most likely time for a goal to arrive is in the last 15 minutes. Which means the second half is where defensive discipline matters most. The numbers tell us exactly when football becomes most dangerous. The second pattern is even more striking. Look at every World Cup champion since 1966. That is 15 tournaments. 15 different squads, different continents, different styles of football. What they all have in common is not their attack. It is their defense. Not one of them conceded more than 8 goals across the entire tournament. Now look at the other side. The runners-up, the teams that made it to the final and lost. Their defensive records are noticeably worse than on average. They conceded around 2 more goals than the team that beat them. 2 goals. That is the difference between lifting the trophy and going home empty-handed. The pattern is clear. You can reach a World Cup final with an average defense. But to lift the trophy, your defense has to be outstanding. In a low-scoring sport, every goal you concede has enormous weight. Defense does not just prevent defeat. It narrows the range of possible outcomes that reduces the role of luck. So what does the data actually tell us about the World Cup? It tells us the surprises are not accidents. They are built into the structure of the competition. Luck will always have a seat at the table. But it also tells us that patterns survive even through all that noise. The second half is where matches are decided. The 76th to 90th minute is the most dangerous window in football. And defensive solidity is the one variable that every single champion has shared. This is what statistics does. It finds the signal inside the noise. If you want to understand more about how data reveals hidden patterns in the world around you, subscribe to the Plotline. See you in the next one.